Hi, everyone. It's Kristen, and today we're going to be talking about guiding questions, which is actually a book that I self-published last year. And it's really about, I wrote it for instructional coaches and administrators to have really productive conversations with teachers after an observation. But it can also be used by teachers as reflection, as questions to help them with planning as well. And I'm actually going to be offering a free webinar in June. I'll put the information and the information for the video so you can sign up. It's going to be a free webinar. I've done trainings on this at conferences, but of course conferences right now really aren't happening. So I still want to share how you could potentially use this book to plan, to reflect, to conference with teachers if you're a coach or an administrator. And so then our next couple sessions on KH Literacy Education's YouTube channel are going to be dealing with the guiding questions. And so I want us to think about how sometimes teachers respond. So if you are an instructional coach or an administrator, and after your teacher, you have watch a teacher and you observe them, and what if you said something like this? What if you said, you don't have a learning outcome that I can see. I didn't observe any formative assessment. How do you think a teacher is going to respond if that's the feedback that you give them after you observe them? It's probably going to be defensive. It's probably going to be negative in some way. And that isn't the goal of a post-observation conversation, right? We want reflection and self-awareness. If there is an issue that we've seen, we want teachers to identify that themselves rather than having us identify that moment. We want to build trust. We want to have openness. Those are all things that we want. And that's the goal of guiding questions. So guiding questions has 5 main questions that you can use to let teachers give more information, to find out more about what the teacher was thinking when they planned the lesson. And ultimately, then you can jump off with some follow-up questions. And that's kind of what the book talks about. But the ultimate goal is to have really great post-observation conversations where both you as the coach or the administrator and the teacher feel great. It becomes reflective. It becomes a problem-solving mission. If you identify together a problem or an issue that's going on, we want to avoid the defensiveness. But what's also great is that teachers can also use these as proactive planning questions or as reflective questions. So I'm going to be talking about these questions a little bit in the next couple of weeks. And then, like I said, I'm going to be offering a free webinar. So that is what I have for this week on KH Literacy Education's YouTube channel. And like I said, I will put the information for the webinar and how you can get your own copy of guiding questions in the information for this video. See you next week, guys.